Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Jen Glore, and I'm the Vice President of People Operations. Thank you so much for coming. So today we have really exciting news. We're rolling out a brand new employee recognition program. And so for those of you who, hey, good morning. Yeah, buddy. For those of you who are Vital friends who have been with Vital for years, you guys are familiar with this program, right? For those of you at Vology, probably the only program you are familiar with or remember is the Give a Wow program, which was so kindly referred to as the Give a Shit program at the holiday party 2 years ago. Hey guys! Yeah, welcome! I like the nerd here. So thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to talk about a new recognition program that we're rolling out today. So I was just saying, if any of you have been with Vology for any length of time, you remember possibly our Give a Wow program, which really kind of like fell very flat. It was pretty lame. There were a lot of reasons that it didn't work out. One reason was there weren't a lot of rewards tying to real things that we were doing, and it was basically kind of a Facebook wall type of social media application where people could give each other shout-outs on a wall, but there wasn't really anything else happening. There wasn't public recognition, and we're going to talk today about what makes a recognition program work and why we believe this Legacy Vital program is going to be awesome. It worked really well at Vital, and so we're bringing it back here at Vology. So we're going to talk about that today. So we'll talk about the difference between rewards and recognition. We're going to go over the details and tell you guys how it works and how to nominate people and how to win cash awards and all that good stuff. Jonathan Cerny, if he shows up, he's going to give you guys a testimonial on his own experience. If he doesn't show up, maybe some of you at Vital can attest to maybe some of your experiences with the program, and we'll talk about how it works. So first of all, there's two ways that we as a company and leaders can reward our employees, through rewards and recognition. So rewards are money. They come in the form of like a gift card, a cash bonus, a spiff, or anything with monetary value. So it could be movie tickets, concert tickets, Vology Loge tickets, whatever. What's that? A day off. A day off, yeah. Yeah. So recognition is non-cash. So it's something like a thank you note, public recognition, like, hey, in my team meeting this week, I'm going to recognize Jess for doing such a great job, pumping out more work than she's ever done in a week before. Whoa, she's blowing my mind, and tell the whole team. And it's really easy for me as a leader to just say something like that, right? It's not giving her a bonus, it's not giving her a gift card, but it's me recognizing her work so that she feels important. And so the two things, both of these things are needed in a high-impact program, and this program that we're rolling out includes both of these things. So another thing that employees tell companies is important for a high-impact program or a program that actually garners results are these 5 things. So the program needs to be relevant, meaning that it needs to reward for things that make sense for who we are, our values, our strategy, where we're going, what we're trying to get done. It needs to be easy to understand, right? It needs to be simple. It can't be like pages of instructions and how do I do this and what is this form and where do I find the form and, what am I doing? It has to be really simple and easy to do. It needs to be competitive. People like friendly competition, and they like to know, like for the sales guys and gals, for instance, they like to see that leaderboard and see who's in front. People like to win things, and so this will have that, and I'll show you in a moment how it works. It needs to be of value, meaning that there needs to be something attached to it. In our case, it's going to be cash, and we'll talk about it. There's going to be every single month 3 awards of $250 go to 3 different people every single month. And then quarterly, each of those monthly winners go into a pool to win $500. And then at the end of the year, there's a $3,000 award for one of those quarterly award winners. So there's real cash involved, and also a certificate that Barry signs, and then there's going to be public recognition. So we're going to fit all of this in. And finally, it needs to be fair. So another complaint that we received about the Give a Wow program when we had that at Vology was, anybody could kind of give anybody a wow. There was no filter on who got it. So it kind of, the perception was that, best friends were, voting for each other, and, I'll give you a shout out if you give me a shout out. In this program, we'll keep it fair in that all the nominations will come in to an email address called recognition@vology.com. That's all you need to remember. Pretty much, recognition@vology.com. We will take all of these submissions to the executive team meeting the first Tuesday of the month following the end of the month, and the executives will vote on the winners. So what are the other attributes of a high-impact program? It needs to prioritize behaviors, so we are going to look at 3 behaviors. The first one is customer service. So our ability to provide exemplary customer service to our clients. If we don't interact with clients, internal clients, if you guys service like VPOP services our employees, that's our customer service. The IT staff services employees, accounting services employees. Customer service people in the NOC, the TAC team, they service our customers. So there's a customer recognition award. There's a teamwork award. So how do I work with my team members? Do I collaborate well cross-functionally with other team members and work towards the greater good of everyone working in a positive direction together? We can recognize individual and groups. So for instance, Jess can be nominated as an individual, or maybe the marketing team who blew it away with the Evolve event can be recognized or nominated as a team for their awesome work at Evolve. So you can recognize an individual or a group of people. Even if 3 people on your team work together towards getting a job done or something that has been on the on the list of things to do for years, and finally it happened and 2 people were responsible, you can nominate those 2 people. So it can be individual or group. The recognition can come from managers, customers, and peers. So the really cool thing that kind of sets this program apart is, we get a lot of customer testimonials and customer reviews and just, really good words. Like I'm thinking of Conrad's email that we looked at the other day, made great progress at Orange County, which is something that we've been really struggling. And the key leader there sent Keith an email that was basically like, finally, you got it right. So these types of emails that we get from customers can become nominations for the Customer Service Award. So we can get external nominations as well as internal nominations from anyone at any level. It is chosen by a committee, so that's the executive team. It's going to be Keith and Leslie and myself and Steve and Barry and Dave and Doug and John Badaska are the committee. And John Dion. Thank you, Katie. So recognition is in a formal setting. We are going to, once the winners are announced, we're going to announce it in a variety of ways. So Barry does his monthly videos that are sent out every month. It'll be announced there so everyone can see. It'll be announced in monthly services all-hands meetings. It'll be announced in the daily sales meeting once we have the winners. And it'll be announced in Pop-In and the monthly newsletter. So we're going to announce it in a variety of different ways so that we make sure that we're formally recognizing our winners. The other cool thing is, I don't know if you guys have noticed our Hall of Fame down this hallway over here, but we have like trophies and plaques and things. So we are going to continue with the plaque tradition where the winners will receive their name on a plaque, and it's going to go in the Hall of Fame, so you'll be forever memorialized as a winner in the program, which is really cool. So in addition to the cash award, your name will go on the plaque. And we've got like kind of bragging rights thing. So we've got football helmets in the spirit of football season and, competitive nature, and Vology is kind of a sporty, has a very sporty type of culture. So in addition to the cash awards, the winner is going to hold the football helmet for that month, and they can display it on the top of their cube, they can have it in their office, on their desk, whatever, on their head, Lori, wear that thing all around. Whatever you want to do, and it'll pass around, kind of like a kind of just bragging rights, a trophy that passes around. And for every winner, for every month, they'll sign the trophy with a silver pen so that you become part of, the helmet forever, which is really cool. So what else? And then monetary value, $250. We're giving away 3 $250 awards every single month. We're giving away 3 $500 awards every single quarter, and 1 $3,000 award at the end of the year. So the eligibility is for everyone. Any Vology Vital employee, part-time or full-time employee, is eligible. And so as I mentioned before, there's 3 award categories. The first one is teamwork. And usually this is a fellow employee recognizing you, but again, we're not going to, if it's a manager recognizing or, someone else, it's okay. It doesn't, we're not going to be so strict about the program. So if you see good teamwork going on, whether you're a manager or a peer of that person, submit the nomination. Customer service. Typically, it's going to be a customer recognizing someone, but again, if you are, a manager, or maybe you sit in the knock and you hear conversations all day and you overheard someone just banging it out of the park with an irate customer, and you heard how they were able to talk that customer down and end up with a glowing, result, that can be nominated as a great customer service experience. Business improvement, typically a leader is someone who would nominate someone in this category. Business improvement really has to do with process improvement, making maybe a complex process simpler, making like a 12-step process a 3-step one, making something more efficient or more effective. Anything that is improved upon is considered a business improvement. Usually the leader will recognize you here, but again, it doesn't have to be limited to a leader. It can be a peer, it can be a team member. Anyone who notices the process improvement can nominate someone for this. It could be a cost reduction effort.
Also, I'd say innovation, right? Something that's innovative that you've come up with that has really had that opportunity to drive the business forward here as well.
Thank you, Keith. So for those of you on the phone, if you couldn't hear that, Keith mentioned it's also innovation, driving the business forward with a new idea or product or service. Okay, so the nomination process, I'm realizing that I'm not near this thing. The nomination process, again, real easy. Wes, you just moved. That really freaked me out. You were here, now you're there. Real easy, recognition@vology.com. That's it, recognition@vology.com. Type out the email it today. We've already got how many emails, Katie, since yesterday?
I think 15.
15, that's awesome, so exciting. So this is going to be great. Just email it there. There's no complex form. It doesn't need to be 250 words. Just really explain who you're nominating and why you're nominating them and what of the 3 categories that you're nominating them for. Here's an example nomination. Katie Lukens, teamwork nomination. So she outlines this is for teamwork. This is a nomination for Alex Jones. I want to nominate Alex Jones for the Teamwork Award. She consistently goes above and beyond for the whole organization. She's a great leader of Culture Club. She helps organize company events, charity programs. She's always willing to help, and she's positive and happy. So real simple, right? It can be that simple. If you have more specific examples, put them in there. If we are confused and we don't know what your nomination is for, we'll just call you up. It's no big deal. So if you experience something that you feel like you want to nominate someone, and you're just not sure what to write, don't hold back. Just go ahead and write it or call us up and we'll help you through it. So whether the person wins or does not win, every single person who is nominated will receive a certificate. So they can hang it up in their cube, or if you're Mark, you can tape it on the frosted cube wall. Or if you're in an office, you know, you can hang it up. You can take it home and put it on your fridge, you know, whatever you want to do. But you will receive a nomination certificate, and it's signed by Barry, which is kind of cool. And managers, you guys will be notified if anyone on your team is nominated. So if you're a leader and somebody on your team is nominated, make a big deal out of it. You know, call it out in your weekly staff meeting. Let everybody know, because this is part of the recognition program, right? It increases engagement and gets people more excited about working here. This is what the nomination certificate looks like. So again, the frequency of awards, monthly, we're going to do one winner per category, and they get $250, each of those winners. At the quarterly time frame, it will be one winner in each category with a $500 value. And then annually, we're giving out 3 awards, each one for each category, in the amount of $3,000. That's pretty awesome. And for those of you who are sports fans, this kind of brackets it out for you to really understand the process. So for the first 3 months of the year, well, we're going to start in October. So for October, November, and December, we're going to have 3 winners, 3 winners, 3 winners. Each of these winners will go into a pool for the quarterly win. And then when we have a full year of results, they will go into a pool for the annual win. Does that make sense? Is this jiving with everyone? Any questions so far? Okay, it's pretty simple, right? So the other perks of winning, Katie, what was this one?
They'll get a framed certificate if they actually win.
The winner, okay. So if you are a winner, your certificate will be framed. So you can actually hang it on your wall at home, in your home office. In your office here, if you don't have an office, you can set it up in your cube, but you will get a framed certificate in addition to the cash. As we mentioned, you're going to get bragging rights. It's a visible token of your win that everyone who walks by your cube can see. If you're Lori and you win, you can wear it to work every day for the whole month. It's going to be awesome. And by the way, this is totally real. Look, there's like insulation in here. 2 layers, it's the real deal. It's regulation. It's regulation. So, and I think marketing is going to brand it for us, so it's not going to be so plain. We're going to put which award it's for and a logo on there, so it'll be pretty cool. Oh, this is the best part. So the craziest thing about moving into this new building for me, and I've been at Vology for 4 years, so I know like Mark's been here a long time, and it was, you know, back in the day, Mila, we had a little building that we drove into, and there was never a problem finding a parking spot. Front and center, we could just park, walk right into the office, and now coming here, I mean, there's like 400 cars. I got to walk a half a mile to get into the office. It's crazy.
That's a wellness initiative.
It is. And I forgot to wear my Fitbit. It's probably my only steps that I get. But for the winners, they are going to get an awesome prime parking spot, front and center, for the whole month. So you get, you know, there's a sign, no one else can park in your sign, it's going to be tow-away zone, and if you are a winner for that whole month, you get to park in the primo spot. Again, all winners are going to be announced in the monthly video that Barry does. We also will feature them in the popped-in weekly email that goes out, the newsletter that goes out monthly, the TV slideshow, thank you IT for getting that thing working for us, and the ADP homepage. Do you guys know what the ADP homepage is? Anybody not know what the ADP homepage is? It's our employee self-service thing. It's where you enter time or request time off. But on the home page there's tons of information. So we have our holiday schedule there, our employee playbooks are there, The winners will be featured there. We've got training calendar there. You guys can sign up for training, and there's all kinds of information there. So if you don't go there, go check it out today. Start date, the official start date will be October 1st. So October will be our first month of this recognition program, Saturday, October 1st. If you've got nominations you want to send in today, that's fine, and we'll do it at the end of October. So once the month closes, we'll take all the nomination submissions. Keith and Leslie and the executive team, John Zion, and all of those folks will sit and go through them in our meeting. We'll read each one, and we'll make decisions on who are the winners. October winners will be decided by the executive team. Okay, I just said that. And then we'll be announcing the winners in November, and we'll hand out the cash awards in November, early November. So Jonathan isn't here, but he told a great story yesterday. And do you guys know Jonathan? He won, you know, the monthly and then the quarterly and then was the annual award winner. I think it was for teamwork. Have any of you in the Vital business here been a winner of the recognition award? Yeah. So can you tell us about it?
I mean, basically, both myself and Jeff and Joe and all of them have been winners of it. But basically, these guys here, especially, they've won all three categories, whether it's teamwork, customer service, or service improvement, business improvement, because they've done so much stuff to make the company much easier to run. But guys, these guys here are the kind of guys you can call and say, I have a problem with access today. You know, can you help me out with a run over real quick? And it's been a great program. It's been great to see all the different groups that you don't really recognize on a day-to-day basis, see what they do, what they go through, what they've done to improve the business, to go ahead and get recognized. So for us, we're also segmented in Vital at one time, different parts of the building, so you never really see what's going on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So it was great to see all the work they've been doing and what they're recognized for, and seeing how many people, how much further they go, like above and beyond for all these different categories. So like these two guys here.
It takes things even one step ahead too, you know. It's great recognition.
Yeah.
Makes them stay.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I think the cool thing is if somebody takes the time to sit down, type it up, send it, and you receive it, it makes you feel really good. It's that extra piece there.
Yeah, it makes you realize their work's not going unnoticed.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, being on the selection committee for the last few years is Vital. It's hard selecting who wins. There's so many, we would have 30, 40 nominations for teamwork for each month. And you look at all the things that are happening, and it's like, wow, we end up just, you know, it's very difficult. So if you're nominated, that's a big deal. If you didn't win, it's okay, right? Because it's still a big deal just to get nominated by your peers or by a customer. The thing I like the best is the customer notes. When customers send those in, we make a big deal about those. We forwarded off yesterday. Then we have Conrad, and there's been several others too as well. That's really what we're here for, is our customers. And we can make that kind of impact for our clients. It's a big deal. So, but a lot of times when people send notes, the customer will send a note and nobody does anything with it, right? You just kind of sit there, your manager may hear, we're going to make a big deal out of that. That's a very important thing that happens in this business. So, don't take it lightly, even if you don't win the month or the quarter or the annual, just just get nominated.
Thanks, Keith. Matt's a people leader. Are there any other people leaders besides Keith and Matt in the room? So for the people leaders, like it's really important for you guys to talk about the program with your team and let them know that this is happening. We rely on our leaders to own this stuff and drive it. You know, VPOPs can't be the only 7 people in a company of 430 trying to drive engagement. So we really need your all's help to talk to your leaders, your peer leaders, and everyone who works in your function to advocate for the program and get people excited about it. Okay, so next up, recognition@Vology.com, real simple. If you have anyone to nominate, that's where you send it. A lot of times, you know, when we first hear about a program, it's kind of exciting at first, and we'll do a lot of nominations, and we forget about it. This is where we really rely on the leaders to keep it at the forefront of your discussions and your weekly staff meetings. And if you guys aren't a leader and you go to weekly staff meetings, bring it up. Be the change you wish to see in the world, right? So you can be a leader even if you're not a people leader. And then just stay tuned for company announcements to see who our October winners are going to be. If you are in the room today, you have a laminated takeaway, and this is something that you guys can start expecting from every VPOP training is a takeaway. And this is just, again, a reminder for you. You can put it up in your cube wall. You can put it on your fridge. You can, stick it wherever you're going to see it. But just, it's a real simple reminder of what the award categories are and how to submit a nomination. Any questions, concerns, comments?
I've got a question.
Yes, Tyler.
With us starting this with 1 quarter left to go, will there be an annual award still?
So for this year, we do not have the $3,000 annual award because it's only 1 quarter. So we're going to do the quarterly award, and then next year at the end of 2017 will be the annual award.
Will that include the
It'll include the quarterly.
We can do that. Yeah, that's a good point. So for the Q4 winners who don't get a chance to get in 3,000, we can throw them into the nomination for the annual next year. Okay, good question, Tyler. What other questions, concerns, comments do you guys have?
What was nominated? Do they get alerted right away, or is that at the end of the month?
I think it'll be at the end of the month. It'll be easier administratively for us to do it all at once versus one at a time. So his question was, when will the nominees be notified that they're nominated? It'll be at the end of the month once we get all the nominations in. Is that good, Katie? Is that a good answer?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
As dev team people, our customers are the company.
Yeah.
So are we eligible by the company for the customer service?
Absolutely. Great question. So his question was, I don't support clients, but all of the employees are my customers. Yes. You are eligible for the Customer Service Award from your customers who are all of the employees. Yes. And that would go for any staff function, VPOP, accounting, IT. Yes.
So yeah, there's some people that kind of embody all 3 of these things at once at some points, and I don't want to really put them into a bad bucket, a more competitive bucket. Is there any way to be more general for those individuals? I'm not thinking Mark initially here.
Yeah. So his question, and I'm repeating it for people.
Is there a way for me to use a general language so that they can be put into the most fitting bucket?
Yeah, I would say if you're not sure what bucket to put them in, don't let that stop you from nominating. Go ahead and send in your nomination, and we'll talk, like you and your business partner, we can talk about it and kind of see, is it really more teamwork, customer service, or business improvement, and we'll figure out where it fits the best.
I'll tell you guys from past experience, we typically get fewer business improvement awards. Right?
Cool.
Exactly. Teamwork is.
That's the answer you've been looking for.
Yeah.
You got to really do something that it's nominated by your manager, right? Something that you did that, wow, made a big business hit to our organization.
Impactful.
Yeah.
Can you nominate upwards?
Yes, you can nominate upwards. Directors and below are eligible for the cash awards. Anyone can be nominated. VPs and above will not receive the cash awards, but you guys can nominate up. But cash awards for directors and below. Other questions? What do you guys think? Is it cool? Is it good? Do you think it's going to work?
Yeah.
My campaign poster ready.
Yeah. Mark's getting his campaign poster ready. Good one. All right. Well, if you have any questions at all, you know where to find us. Thank you guys so much for coming.